What's a question?
All right, what's good, everybody? I hope everybody is well. We kept videoing for the first time. We were off Friday and Monday for travel. And shout out to Venice for graduating and walking across the stage. Her big brother Ty was on with us today. She is now headed to college. Meanwhile, we're headed back to the street, the Wall Street. So we're going to, there's some journal posts that are already put out, but I am going to be reading from Journal Post day number 21. So that journal post reads, great success requires great effort. And the Bible verse on that day was Galatians 6:9, which reads, let us not grow weary or become discouraged in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap if we do not give in. And then Colossians 3:23 says, whatever you do, work from the soul, as for the Lord and not for men. Motivational video. Let's run it. And then we'll get into these plays.
See, effort is what separates the boys from the men. What you do every day will dictate your future. What you want out of your life is what you gotta put in. Yeah, failure happens, mistakes as well. But without them, how could you grow? How can you become that successful entrepreneur without learning the lessons of failure? How much effort would you put in today to guarantee the future for your family? To guarantee the empire that you dreamed of as a kid? Most of you claim you've been working hard because you got tired. Oh, I did work hard, but success still didn't come. No, you worked until you got tired. Tired doesn't equal hard work. It's how hard you work after you get tired. When you get tired, that is when the real work starts. How hard do you push when you get tired? How many reps have you got left in you when your body says no? How many hours have you got left in you when the mind says no? How many times can you get back up after life has beaten you down, time and time again? If you want better than average, you have to work harder than the average. If you want greatness, your effort must be greater than great. It's not all about physical effort. It's about the effort you apply to learning, the effort you apply to growing, the effort you apply to finding solutions. It's as much about working smart as it is hard. The effort you put in to become a better person, a more understanding person. The effort you put in to helping others. How many other lives do you impact around you from the effort you give to others? Your quality of life depends on your effort. It doesn't matter what success means to you. Whatever it is, it will require your effort. If you want to be a good friend, a good parent, effort is required. If you want financial success or physical strength, effort is required. And your level of effort will equal your level of results. There are no mistakes. Give your all, every day, every minute of every day. Your best effort in each present moment will lead to your best future moments. There are no mistakes. All your effort, all you got. Be the type of man that puts all his effort into what he loves.
All right, pretty good video. So let's get into some plays. We got some plays from last week, some plays from today. So let's start with PSTG on the live account. We actually had it practice to paper trading from Friday, but the live was from Thursday, 1330s, and we closed them out yesterday, finally down at 1313. It actually broke down below 13 today, so that was the thing that we were looking for, 12.99 or below. But you know, it is what it is. So we have to wait and see if we can catch them on the other side. Now that they're through 13, we'll continue to watch them moving forward. Shout out to Tim Bowen singing about shorting on the first day.
To all the low-float shorts I've loved before, you keep on saying stupid shit like they need cash, they're a piece of crap, but you just can't stop shorting on day one.
We got to get Tim Bowen out of the cave up there. All right, SORL, we shorted that one on today, 8.7 on the entry, 8.45 as it went through the $half mark. We get tight, and we bust them in and out, close them out. I think it got as low as 8.40 a little bit later in the day. But at this point, when we go through the $half mark, we're going to take profit. And also, I think at 50%, we traced off of the high for the day. And Con, shout out to T-Bone. Me and Reggie bust him in the mouth. This is ticker, and I just got an alert. It just went over 1890, so I guess it recovered. It went to the 17s and apparently recovered later in the day. But our short 18.5. I thought I had 18.6, but 18.5 down to 18. 50-cent gain through the solid dollar. We were sitting on 18. I think both Reggie and I got tight there. We missed probably another 30 cents to the downside, but I don't think either one of us would do it any different. And as I said, I think it's probably at $19 to close out the day. 4 minutes before the market closes. NVDA, they actually got me. This ends up being a negative play, 20 cents down, quarter. Long stretch, only to take a small loss. Was up green, could have been tight at the 148 solid dollar mark, but this is part of the trading. This is part of trading, 25-cent loss. And actually, as it went through 148 here, right, I wanted to get tight, but look what happened. It actually jumped up real hard. So it happened so quick. By the time I started typing, it was 148.2, then 148.5, and then I'm being stubborn. I could have took 60 cents, but didn't get my big stop loss. So just from trader fatigue, I put a tight stop. Once it went through 149 in the afternoon, that was my last time giving it an opportunity, and we closed them out. And all it did was press a little bit harder. They have a gap to close, which it kind of wicked down there. So my anticipation was maybe we come and see about some of this gap. They weren't interested today. FSLR. This, like INO, faded further. These winners have me looking at these losers that have been held like, what was I doing? Green is green, though. So we got a nice short off on these guys, 37.60. And as it was touching on the 36.99 area, we got tight, and we got stopped out at 37. So pretty good on that one. INO, man. It kept bleeding. Wish upon a star on the gap closure. Guess what? 100% gap closure and then some. I'm out at 755, so we had already pretty much closed the gap from that day. But there was a daily gap situation that we were looking at, probably pressing it down to 7. And it got close. It got down into the 720s, if I'm not mistaken. So it did do its thing trying to get down there. We're covering literally at the open. I got very tight. I didn't want to deal with it moving around aggressively against me. So I get tight, could have came back later, but I'm going to wrap up my trades for today. We have a few things overnight now. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait a minute. We only have 5 things overnight. TRVN is finally done. Where is it? Where is TRVN? Maybe I didn't share it. Hold on for a second. Go to trades view. And I don't see my TRVN play. 250s. Where is it? All right, we'll do that one on the recap video for the next day. TRVN was shorted last week, I think on Thursday, $2.50 some odd cent, and went down to $2.39 today. So that one's also from Thursday. So we'll put that one on the next recap video, or it'll be on Twitter. I'll go ahead and put it in for Trader View, and you guys can take a look at that. But I believe my entry was 250, and then I held it. It actually pushed against me on Friday, and then I held it for 3 more days, because I didn't close it out till this afternoon. It went down to 2. Once it went through 240, I put a tight stop at 239, and then that was it. It's down at 237 now. So 11-cent gain on that one. That was pretty good to hold it through the weekend. And that's it. We got a few that we'll hold overnight. We'll talk about them once we get them figured out. That will do it. We'll start prepping our watch list for tomorrow.
Where's our watch chain?